Yeah, that was my bad. I literally did not delete the last video, so I'm so sorry about that. I don't actually know why it does that. Anyway, I gotta check. I don't have time to check. So in any case, yeah, you guys have this telepathy type of thing going on where I guess you can tap into other people's thoughts. Maybe you guys can get other people's attention, or you're trying to, or you have the ability to do that. All right, so we have that comes up with this star card. Now, we also see here there's some sort of expansion of personalities or abilities. So you guys are going to be moving whatever abilities you have right now. For instance, if you telekinesis or whatever they call it, right? Whatever that is, everything's going to be enhanced. Like if you have any kind of psychic abilities or senses, that they're going to be enhanced. The ones that you're aware of, and if you're not aware of them, you're probably going to get to know some new ones. So look out for that, Leo. We also have the Eight of Swords that comes up. This Ace of Swords tells me that you have had some epiphany about something. You guys are making some decisions that are very matter of fact. They're decisive. They're focused. And they're your truth, whatever this is. So you guys are very aware. It's awareness and insight. Some of you guys are well aware of whatever abilities you have. For some of you, you may have the ability to speak well. Maybe you talk to people, because I do see that here, where some of you could be public speakers or charismatic actors. So I don't think you can be a charismatic actor if you don't speak well or whatever. There's something here about that. And I feel like that's the energy that I'm getting with this Ace of Swords. This is some inevitable power change, Leo. It says that this power change is going to be for the better, and it is enormous power. There's something with force and strength. You're going to win the prize. There is some victory over conflict. Some of you guys in this instance, your epiphanies or whatever it is you have going on, your truth, your vision, your focus, this Ace of Swords, the inevitable power change. It could be about a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini that comes up in your energy, or something that you guys have really been thinking about, because this is awareness and it is insight. For some of you, yeah, this is Aquarius energy that comes up. Some of you guys could be dealing with an Aquarius where there's something about clarity of force. I've had some sort of an epiphany. I am decisive. I am compelled to compel. So I feel like whatever this is, you guys are going to get up and express some sort of truth about a vision that you have. I feel like whatever this vision is, I feel like it's something that you have consulted the Lord about. I feel like you consulted. I feel like you guys have stayed in some sort of spiritual state, and you kept working in your purpose, and you were being hopeful. But it says that you guys kept operating on faith, and then some awareness came about some clarity of force. I feel like for some of you, it's something that you know ahead of time, or I don't know. I feel like you're able to communicate with people. For some of you guys, I don't know if mind readers are real, but you might be able to, or be able to pick up on feelings to an extent. I don't want to say that you can pick up on what somebody's thinking at the time. I'm not saying that. But I'm pretty sure that whoever you are, if you give these people the story, they'd be jumping out of their pants, and they won't go out the house because they're waiting for the Lord to come back. Because, oh my goodness, it'll freak them out. I feel like you have the ability to freak somebody out. But the Emperor energy comes up. I'm going to keep this true to what it is, right? There's something here where, Leo, you might know about somebody who, you got some clarity that somebody's in trouble. All right? The way these cards look and the way they play out are a little bit different. Technically, this would be the only card that comes out reversed here. It doesn't look like it, but per this deck, that's what it is. So, for some of you, this could be you. Maybe you're aggressive in a situation. Maybe you have to be. Maybe you have to be aggressive for your truth to come out about something, but this speaks of excessive control. This is, for somebody, I don't know. Who's the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius? This could be a Sagittarius that could be excessive, but the Emperor's Aries energy. There could be an Aries who's really controlling here. This person could have been an absent father. This person might have father issues. So it doesn't have to, it can be Emperor too, but they might, it'd be an Emperor reversed or an Empress reversed, right? So somebody could be a bad father or a bad mother. They could lack control. They could be rigid and dominant, but aggressive. This person could be unhinged, undisciplined, inflexible. right? Stuck in their ways. And it's really funny because this person is not even a fixed sign. Now, you are though. So this could be your energy. Fixed. I ain't moving nothing. I said what I said. And even if Jesus came down in his robe, you ain't going to tell me that his robe is blue when I saw that it was red. So this is the type of person they'll challenge the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll challenge, but it's not a healthy challenge. It's one of those arrogant, I ain't taking care of this baby here, but what you is gonna do, you ain't leaving this state. You gonna stay here in this state with this baby till I say. One of them people, somebody who's very aggressive. Somebody could also abuse their power. This person could be a CEO. This person could be an architect. This person could just be a bad leader. Somebody could work in the armed forces. Somebody could be a politician. I feel like this might be who you're trying to tell your truth to. Somebody who tries to have excessive control. I feel like you guys may have worked with other leaders too. I feel like some of you guys may have worked with some sort of clergy or celebrities to make somebody realize something. I need you to understand something. I need you to speak to their behavior or something like that. But I also pick up on somebody could have given some gifts, right? Because this is equal give and take. I feel like you guys are working out of your hearts, yes. But I don't know if you were expecting anything. Religious traditions, no. What's this one? Wish granted, I had a request. Some of you guys may have needed a favor or had a request. I need you to make somebody aware of something. I need insight on something, Ace of Swords. I have insight on something having to do with an Aquarius, or I have an awareness. Somebody's in the public eye. An Aquarius. Star and an Aquarius again. We got the Emperor. That's Aries energy. And Taurus, something having to do with money. Somebody may have gone to a preacher or a priest about somebody in the public eye. They said, this is what I found out. I had an epiphany. I got the truth about something. But this person is inflexible. Somebody went to some sort of a preacher, somebody, to see if they can make you understand something, whoever you are, Leo. All right? Maybe there was some misunderstanding and they want the preacher to set it right. Or, I still feel like, because it says I need you to do a favor. A wish is granted. I have a wish. Maybe the wish was to make somebody understand something or help them see something clearly. Maybe the wish, Leo, was for somebody to see that somebody else wanted complete control. Or there was something here. I just saw a fight. There's a fight that just popped out here. Somebody might be trying to cover up a fight. Somebody was becoming passive. Okay, somebody may have gone to this Emperor and said, listen, you're becoming very passive about things. Extremely passive. You don't care about anything. This could even be, like I said, a child's father. You don't care about the kid. You're dominating, you're controlling, but you don't care about the kid. You're not hanging out or whatever. Right? These fathers, around the corner they live, for some of them. And they can't get up off the doggone couch and pretend that. I see fathers all the time in the dollar store. You can tell a lot of them don't have any money, but what it means the most is like the kid goes with them and they're all smiling. They don't care that they're in the dollar store. They just care that they're with their daddy. Like, it's crazy. $1.25 now makes them happy. Maybe an ice cream or something. You don't need a lot of money to make kids happy. Like, weird. Anyway, what else is this about? That was just a separate opinion. It's like it's some epidemic of these people, these men. Like, it's weird. I know women ain't always easiest to get along with. Hermit energy. I know we ain't always. Somebody could be a Virgo. You got a Virgo out here doing this mess. It could be a Virgo involved. I don't know. I just. When you have kids, it ain't about you. It's really not about you no more, right? But unfortunately, generations past have tried to make us believe, because we victims of it. Something about a church here. Yep. Confirmation. 3 of Pentacles. Upright. There's some sort of religious institution. Or some religious meeting. Some meeting at a church. A Virgo had a meeting at a church. Okay, give me more. Something with an Aquarius. Oh man, hold up. Something with an Aquarius. So there was a meeting had about an Aquarius. They tried to cooperate to get something done. They wanted to keep something calm while they did some teamwork. There was a realization of somebody's influence. And it was a realization that whoever you are, we all have common goals. So there's a Taurus and there is an Aquarius. They realize they have common goals. Somebody might belong to a church or an organization. Somebody might actually belong to the government. There's something with the government here with this Hermit card. The government child or Virgo. Virgo popped up again. All right. So somebody used their contacts. I'll keep that as reference. Somebody may have used their comments. So there's definitely a Virgo here. Somebody did some sort of an investigation. Something about a church. Right. A group of people who were planning something at a religious institution. Using contacts, people that we know. Somebody found out about this, maybe a Virgo or Gemini found out about this with this Ace of Swords. And somebody was up all night thinking about this. It could have been an Aries, Leo, or Leo. This could be your energy where you are up all night thinking about something that was done, some plan. It looks like this plan didn't work because you got anxiety right now. Some of you guys are scared of jail. One of the things that freak you out right now is this imprisonment. It might be imprisonment in one's head, but for some of you, you're literally scared of imprisonment. But there's some plan. Somebody tried to talk to you about these. Something about abundance, how you would get money. Oh, Six of Pentacles again. Somebody was supposed to give somebody something, because here it looks like you gave, but it looks like you gave for a favor. Then down here, it says that you're up all night worrying about some abundance because you didn't give somebody something. So you gave to people. You did, but you ain't give to the folks you're supposed to give to. Right? So, I don't know. The people that you gave to, I mean, as long as this is for a cause, because somebody gave some money to somebody in the public eye. Or you asked them to partner together because you realized something that was some sort of excessive control. Now, somebody got found out because of an investigation of some plans made inside of a church. With this Hierophant and this Three of Pentacles here. Yep, there was a plan made inside of a church. Magician. Somebody reached out to their contacts. All the elements. Everybody that I know, I rounded up the troops. Because I need to get something done. Right? It was something having to do with abundance. Something having to do with abundance and places to stay, vacations, happiness. And it looks like, I don't know if you go too happy, but it looks like that's what it was supposed to be. Abundance. And the Six of Pentacles reversed. You did not get this, or you didn't give it to somebody. Leo, maybe somebody didn't give you something. But I feel like whoever these people are, they were supposed to give you something or whatever here. Because it says that you give. You've been given. But it also says there's some investigation as to why you weren't given something. So you were given, but I think you were not given something. Whatever that's about. Alright, so Six of Pentacles. Again, Taurus energy. Six of Pentacles comes up twice. There and right there. So here. Upright. When I pulled your energy. Here. When it gets into the nitty gritty of the story, it tells me that there's something with a Virgo who didn't give you some money. Alright, it tells me that there was a plan with a church here, right, for some abundance. It tells me that somebody used their contacts to get something done and now they're up all night. You're in the public eye maybe. Ace of Swords, I had an epiphany that I didn't get something. Or y'all, well, whoever you gave money to, they were supposed to give it to. They did not give it to the person, Leo. They gave it to these other folks over here. Okay? Somebody could have gave that money to a Gemini. Somebody could have gave that money to a Virgo. They did not give you your money, Leo. They did not. Straight up. Alright? Somebody could have gave your money to a new lover. Alright? You know that weak stuff? That sometimes, oh, they meet a new man and the kids don't matter. Alright? The bills don't matter. You go in love and you about to be evicted. All types of weird. But this is, what's up with this hermit in the church? So the church is under investigation. What's up with this? Or there's some particular preacher or priest under investigation. Give me more. What else for Leo? What else? Give me this Hermit. Or somebody literally just went within for clarity. And they determined that this meeting that I kept going to at these churches, this was a trick. This magician. This was something that got me up all night. People taking vacations and sunshine and they ain't give me my, right? And then the Emperor reversed. You over there giving money to so-and-so and you ain't paid your child support. Lack of control. Rigid. Not paying their bills. Not paying for the baby. Pride and riches. They pride because they feel like they want to have control over you. These people would rather not have the baby have no milk. Just so they could feel like they in control. Alright? So you gonna go spend like $10 on a blunt or whatever you be doing. But you ain't got no milk for the baby. Make that make sense. What's this Hermit card? What's up with Leo and the Hermit and these, in this case, this institution, something having to do with a Sagittarius or something that they were waiting to do. Something about a realization. I had a realization, clarify, I had a realization about this group and I have some conflict with it, so I'm not moving too fast anymore, says Leo. Alright, that could have to do with a Sagittarius. You guys may have had a Virgo and a Sagittarius working together in some sort of a group, or there's an investigation. An investigation is about a Sagittarius who they saw doing something but they didn't do it. It was sporadic. It wasn't anything where, at least, remember I referenced $50 increments. Maybe they're going to do them 3-4 times a year. Right? They ain't going to do them every 2 weeks when you get paid. Something like that. They did something in moderation, but it became questionable under this investigation here. Give me more for this Three of Pentacles, this investigation. Somebody in that church is Sagittarius. What's up with this? Or they worked with a preacher. Okay, so right now we got a Taurus confirmation, Capricorn with this Three of Pentacles. But we also have Sag energy here. Yeah, something was done that was off. With this, somebody's just having second thoughts about a group of people and how they were juggling money. How were y'all getting around? What were you doing with the money? Like what kind of magic? Like what kind of what associates? What friends? Who are these people? I think that's what you guys might be thinking, Leo. Who are these people? Right? They got into this. It's a Sagittarius involved here. And Capricorn comes up again under Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. And you got a Virgo here. Give me more. What else do I need to know? Tell me about what's keeping Leo up all night. This little magic trick that was done. All right, the Knight of Cups. This could be some sort of romantic gesture or some romantic person. Some Knight of Cups energy that was supposed to make you some sort of an offer, or an offer of new love is keeping you up. It's half a card, I'm not going to keep it, but the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Somebody's coming to make somebody some sort of an offer. You have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here who somebody might be trying to make some sort of an offer to, and that is really worrying somebody, Leo. It's worrying maybe you, or it's worrying this Aquarius here. Somebody's weirded out with this. This Aquarius and the star energy. There's also somebody here who's an Aquarius. I don't know. They part of a church. They might be a first lady or something like that. They still wheeling and dealing. Somebody's going to release their burdens and they going to tell. Alright? Somebody's going to tell the revelation. I found out about this Aquarius. They're going to release their burdens, or this Aquarius is going to release their burdens about how they feel. There's an Aquarius here who is into spirituality or whatever's going on, right? Or you gave to these people, this organization, or this group, and somebody's with their head inside. Somebody's having nightmares. It's a Gemini having nightmares, or this could be an extension of thinking by an Aquarius. I want to release these burdens, right? I know somebody was lying about something. I know somebody was being malice. It was a Sagittarius. They're blaming. This Aquarius is telling the Gemini that the Sagittarius was the one creating these burdens over here. This one that came across acting like they was peaceful. No, you was starting trouble. Or there could be another Sagittarius. Now, I've been telling y'all that people are masquerading. Somebody's scared they're going to jail because they didn't give something. It's a Gemini who's afraid that they did not give the money possibly to who they were supposed to give the money to, or it could be a Taurus, and they were scared that they are going to jail, right? They reinvested this money somewhere. They paid this money over to some institutions. It was a celebrity. There was a preacher, all right? There was even some use of the system here with this inflexible, undisciplined, whatever. This person could be a father, but this person also, I feel like, had some connections inside of this leadership, or this, whoever these people are. Let me see something. corrupt establishment. They had a connect over there. They lied to the preacher, gave some money to the star. I feel like somebody sweet talked this star over here because they got their wish granted. To awareness about somebody. Somebody put somebody on to somebody being dirty in the legal system or some establishment. There was an investigation that was done into a church. There is an Aquarius energy here. Whatever they did got this Gemini energy up all night and ready to release some burdens about a Sagittarius. So you might have an Aquarius who's going to talk about a deal had between the Gemini and the Sag. Right? Somebody is in the church and somebody's still involved with this nonsense. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you're directly involved, but I can tell you that somebody's afraid that they're going to end up going to jail. So Emperor comes out reversed here. Somebody dirty in the system. Somebody failed to give somebody a gift. Right? Somebody found out that somebody went on vacation instead. I'm about to release a burden. I know you was out of town. Somebody is going to be exposed. For whatever this is, they're going to be exposed about a vacation. Somebody might be exposed because the sun also is about a vacation with kids over there. Like, I'm going to see my kids. Somebody might have kids in another country that don't nobody know about or something like that. But there's some travel. There's some children over yonder. Right? There's no safety from this. What else do we need to know? They're releasing a burden. Somebody might be in jail right now. Could be a Gemini in jail currently. Could be a Taurus in jail, or there's an Aries who worked with a Taurus or something about jail. They scared of going to jail or something. But somebody's going to release a burden. What's the outcome though? If they tell them what? If they tell on this Sagittarius, somebody goes to jail, can you please clarify Ten of Wands reverse and the World? I'm going to release a burden. Otherwise, I'm going to go to jail about something somebody did online. It's going to stop my career. Like, my career is going to be stopped. I'm not going to be able to perform. I can't move. I can't travel. Because I said, why do you feel like you're going to jail? So the World upright, not necessarily a bad card. It does mean that something is completed. You learned your lesson. You know, you get to travel. But in this case, I said, why are you scared? You're scared that you're not going to be able to do these things. I'm not going to be able to travel. I'm not going to be able to perform. I'm not going to be able to work. I didn't give this gift and it was something that was supposed to be distributed. I don't know if this is online. Somebody's looking. Somebody's supposed to give somebody something now they're looking at you online. They're scared they're going to go to jail.